Joshua versus Helenius. Joshua stops Helenius in the seventh round. Beautiful knockout. Beautiful knockout. It's not just the knockout itself, it was the build up. Yeah, when he got Helenius by the ropes, jabbed him, what's it, jabbed him straight to the arm, or no, to his arm, right arm, jabbed him straight to the body, over the top with the right hand. Good night. That's all she wrote. It was the build up. That was a, it's an educated knockout. Yeah, those are the knockouts that I like. Those are the ones that this, yeah, love those knockouts. It takes me back to when Inoue caught Fulton. You know, where Inoue was jabbing to the body, stabbing that body, then boom, catch him over the top of the right hand, and you know he was going for that. Yeah, it goes back, takes me back to even like Canelo, one of my favorite knockouts when he get against Kirtland. Obviously, the difference is obviously Canelo kind of hold his um, Kirtland to obviously to the ropes. Kind of like he's put his left hand out and then boom over the top of the right hand. Beautiful. Love those knockouts. It's the build. It's the education behind that. Yeah, it's the taking that two steps ahead against your opponent. So yeah, beautiful knockout from Joshua. Now, as far as the fight goes, um, I hear a lot of people saying about yeah he was timid, um, the crowd booing and all this kind of stuff. There, listen, I don't give a f the fans, man. I don't business. Like obviously you pay your tickets and all this kind of stuff. There, you're gonna get a knockout. But I'm not gonna go in there like back in the day, like a back in the day Joshua, where we go in there gunslinging, you know, doing the madness, putting himself in a vulnerable position. Forget that. Yeah, minimize the risk. I know in like, yes, was he a bit hesitant? Yes, could have he applied a bit more pressure in the third round? Yes, he could. But if the man's not ready to go, you will get him. Yeah, forget this whole pressure about Wilder, which I'll get into in another video about Wilder knocked out Helenius. Forget all that. None of that matters. Yeah, late replacement. You get what I'm saying. So let's just keep it 100. But I'll get onto that in another video. Now, as far as Joshua goes, now this is his performance overall. Uh, his jab was quick. Back in the day, Joshua used to always drop his right hand. Yeah, that right hand is up, so he's not really acceptable to those left hooks like he used to be before. Uh, what else would I say with Joshua? Yeah, you can just tell like everything from the head movement to the footwork to keeping discipline to working on the back foot. The only thing is, I know a lot of people saying about. I think Tony it might have been Tony Bellew or no, it wouldn't be Tony Bellew. It would have been Andy Lee saying about Joshua not bouncing on his feet. Okay, the way I kind of look on that is number one, him being a heavyweight. Yeah, bounce on his feet like that. He could have maybe bounced on his feet to like feint a lot more with his feet, feint with a jab to get in close to Helenius. He could have. I agree with that, but at the same time, I just look on it. He's just working him out. Uh, Helenius is a quick counter puncher. That's another thing as well that let's not let's not get it twisted. He's a quick counter puncher. Um, what else would I? What else really? Yeah, talking about that actually, head movement. Yeah, there was head movement, but when it really mattered for Joshua, there was no head movement. And what I mean by that is his head was really stationary and was acceptable to um, Helenius' jab. That's why he got busted open and all this kind of stuff there. So yeah, there was head movement, like when they're kind of like out of range, but when the in range, there was hardly any head movement. That's why his face got busted open. Now, like I said, it could be a lot of things, but that's something I say that Joshua definitely still needs to work on is his head movement, and especially if he's talking about going in there against Deontay Wilder. Yeah, you can't be stationary like that. And generally speaking, I don't think Joshua will be like that anyway. But I'll leave that for another video. Um, what else would I say that? Yeah, it was the build up to the knockout where he said he said to Derek James he couldn't find the right hand, and Derek just said, "Yo, use your jab. You'll find him. Use the jab." Then what's the next round? Boom, gets him out of there. And the funny thing is, going back to that knockout, you see, try to pull it off. Try to pull it off on two occasions. I think in round three, if I can remember, and then again in round seven. I want to say 50 minutes before he actually knocked out Helenius. But the time when he got him on the ropes in round three, just if I can remember, kind of like whisked off Helenius' bid. He tried to get him in round seven, but when he tried to do it on round seven, Helenius was going back and he still obviously had that room to step back. Where when he caught the knockout, Helenius on the ropes, the last place you want to be, mate. Last place you want to be. Catches him, beautiful knockout. So, yeah. Going forward, what I would want Joshua to do is, generally speaking, I would prefer him to have another fight. Going back to what I said, that prime example, it, when Joshua was coming back, I've always said I would prefer him to have fought Gerald Washington. As you see the Derek Chisora and the Gerald Washington fight, you can understand why I said Gerald Washington, Gerald Washington, Chris Ariola, them kind of guys there. That's what I really wanted Joshua to go in there and fight these guys over in the States, then run it back with Ruiz in Madison Square Gardens, because by then, generally, I think he would be all right. But look, we're here now, innit? They're talking about the Deontay Wilder fight. Based on this performance, would I favour Joshua? Remember, I'm only talking about this performance. How I believe Joshua will go in that fight is not based on what we saw today. But based on this performance and more on the psyche behind Joshua, so being gun shy, yeah, keeping his head in the centre line, especially with someone like Wilder who throws the 1-2, like that jab, the right hand comes straight after that jab. He's gonna get found out. So, yeah, going up against Wilder right now would not be the best move for his development, generally speaking. But I would like Joshua. Yeah, and this is all. See, I'm in two minds actually, because I say that, then I say if Wilder's not fighting no one in October, or his next fight is going to be Anthony Joshua, then I'm like, you know what? Just go roll the dice. Roll the dice. Whatever will be, will be. But if Wilder has a fight in October, I would like Joshua to go out again in October. Not October, but like, yeah, maybe like November or something. Just go out again and yeah, there's like I know people saying about like an Effie Jabbar. I wouldn't mind Effie Jabbar if Joshua had fought Washington first, then going in against a Jabbar. I would have had no problem with that. But there are options. But looks like this fight's gonna be happening in January, they say now. Yeah, we'll just have to see. But based on this performance against Wilder, you will have to favour Wilder, but just based on Joshua's performance today. The right hand, Joshua can't be hesitant. He has to push the fight. Like, generally speaking, which I'll do in another video, but Joshua has to push the fight, has to make Wilder uncomfortable to beat him. But hey, that's just my thoughts. You lot let me know your thoughts. It's Elijah Fent, and I'm out. Stay blessed, everyone. Peace.